What up, what up? First of all, there's a really bad wreck that is right behind me. I'm gonna take a look. Hopefully everybody's all right. It doesn't look good. There's a lot of police activity and fire department because the car's flipped over upside down in the ditch. Um, Hopefully they're all good. But that's not why I flipped this live stream on. We'll drive by there. I do want to say that Floyd County response is very good, and we do appreciate Steve Bush's team and the fire department that's handling Georgetown now and all that. What's up, everybody? We're going to work together in the jalopy. Ruff and Kaiser say that this car's a jalopy because I have my rear panel off so we could do an electrical repair on it. The little button that you push it's got an electronic opener, a little button fried out. So to get to it now, you got to take that panel off, otherwise it scrapes the hell out of my hand. As long as nobody's, I'm going to show you this accident real quick. As long as nobody's exposed in any way. Hang on a minute here. Let's flip the camera. But again, Floyd County's done a really good job of handling these emergencies, as far as I know. I haven't heard anybody getting too upset about Steve Bush, the sheriff here. We'll let somebody go by. They're very impatient. Go ahead, buddy. You own the parking lot. Alrighty. But this is a bad wreck. Like, they went all the way in the ditch. We're just going to drive by it here because I don't want to get in anybody's way. See that? When I come by, they were using the jaws of life to get into that car. So, yeah, it's not good. I don't know really how that happens. But wrecks do happen. All right, I'm going to flip you back around. Be prepared to see my ugly face. Oh, no. All right, so,
At the light, use the left lane to turn left onto Indiana 64 East.
Can y'all hear my GPS? I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's going on while I'm on my way to work. I got to go to this other job site now. It's like a 40-minute drive, so I thought this was a good time to chit-chat with you. Spoke with my lawyer, and we're going to try to have a meeting with the prosecutor that they finally got in my case. Sorry, I'm adjusting that. To see if we can get it resolved before court. Makes sense to me. I can't wait to show them that although I'm being charged with 2 felonies over a thumbnail from putting Scarborough's face in the Ku Klux Klan outfit, now he's selling merchandise with swastikas on it. I can't wait to tell the prosecutor that and see what they think. He said on the stand, Scarborough said on the stand that the reason why he felt like it was a felony was because everybody knows the history that
In 1,000 feet, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto the I-64 East, Indiana 62 East ramp to Louisville.
Or something like that. Like nothing made sense. It was just some random shit. I guess he went home and researched the history of it or something and thought that he would, I don't know, like pretend like he was smart on the stand or something, like knew the history of the KKK. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do that. I've got a premiere coming out in a little bit. Video with the sheriff's sister going fucking nuts and harassing us, but not just the sister. You'll see in this coming video. Sorry,
use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto the I-64 East ramp.
You'll see in this coming video how much the sheriff's team has retaliated against.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-64 East, Indiana 62 East.
Damn, my GPS is going nuts.
There are police reported ahead.
Yeah, police everywhere. It was a bad accident. Stephanie Wimpy, yeah. Yeah, she stars in the next video. I'll probably drop it around 6. My time, Eastern Standard. Damn, that thing's shaking bad, ain't it? Is your end looking bad? Is it loud? Hang on. Let me flip this ash off the cigarette. Make sure it's out. Alright, is that better? So yeah, we're doing a meeting. We're going to try to set up a meeting with the prosecutor and handle this outside of court. Get the ball bouncing on that. That's kind of the main news. I do suspect that bro tried to press today because he was up all night last night in Chris Ruff's chat, basically saying the same thing, that they were that I fucked up and that they were gonna be reporting me. How dumb are they, man? But I'm sure he made those calls. But he's been doing this. He's been all over YouTube getting his mind all fucked up and listening to the idiots that follow people like Ruff and Kaiser. You know how they make that shit up? Like, they create shit out of nothing. They try to take what you say and twist it and make some kind of deal out of it because they're bored as fuck sitting in their basements, sitting behind a keyboard, trying to create drama so they can be entertained. But those people are speaking with JJ, and then JJ's so dumb that not only does he fall for it, but he plays into it. And I don't really know if it's because he's stupid or because he's like them. Maybe he's like them. Well, that thing don't stay very sturdy. Or if he's just desperate. Or all the above. It's just silly that he continues to try to prosecute me with stupid, frivolous charges. So, I don't exactly remember all the charges. There's 13 of them total. 11 come from Scarborough. And like 9 of them are basically for making a phone call off of a public website, government website, the phone number that they put up for the jail. So they put a phone number up for the jail on their government website, and somehow, for some reason, when I called that number, it was only one call. When I called that number, because JJ was on the internet telling me to call if I wanted him to quit harassing me. So I was going to call once and try to talk to JJ about it, see if he'd fucking quit. And I called the number that was on the site, and somehow it went to what they're saying is an employee's phone. Now, I'm playing dumb here because we've already researched it. We figured out what was really going on. And it goes back to Scarborough's grift of the wood shop. I don't want to give too much away, though, because I would suggest that this will come out. The information that I would be able to provide right now will come out after he's investigated in this audit that he's dealing with. He's got 2 audits coming up by the state. And, they're coming down on him. And I'll bet you that this phone number thing will tie back to, I know it sounds crazy, but this phone number thing, them having, here, I'll just put it like this. The website that they published this phone number on was going to a private individual business owner's phone instead of what the website...
In 2 miles, take exit 1 for I-264 east toward Shively.
...suggested that it was supposed to be going to. Now, we're talking about a government website here. And it's basically for JJ and like for the jail. And when I called the number that was attached to it, it went to one particular private party's business line. It's not what's supposed to fucking happen. When you look up the jail and you call the jail, you're supposed to be calling a jail, not somebody's fucking private business line. So that dude is JJ's business partner, and he went running with JJ to say that I was harassing him on the phone, which it was only one call, and he's the one that bitched and screamed at me. So there's like 3 charges that stem from that. It's telephonic harassment, harassing communications, and harassment, which is fucking ridiculous. So that's 3 out of the 11. And then 2 of them are for the thumbnail, where Scarborough says that
Welcome to Kentucky.
His face in the Ku Klux Klan outfit somehow is a threat. So what is that? 9, 8, 7. So there's 7 other charges. Disseminating private information because I showed people.
In half a mile, take exit 1 for I-264 East toward Shively.
Phone number and the website that I called from, and explained to people the day they served me these charges. I was like, no, look, here's what really happened, and I showed it. And then they said that I was disseminating private information.
Take exit 1.
And that was times 3. They said I was disseminating private information. That ain't disseminating anyway. All the charges are fucking bogus. What's that make it to? He said it was 6, 5, 4. So now we're at 4 more charges. What were they? I can't even remember. They were all misdemeanor. It's harassment, telephonic harassment, harassing communications, disseminating private information, and I think that's it. I think it's just multiple charges for different people that saying they were victim. Because I know JJ said he was a victim, so that was like times 3. And then he said, his daughter didn't say, I didn't even know he had a daughter, but he said his daughter was a victim and filed charges on her behalf. So that was time, like everything that JJ charged, I got charged again for his daughter allegedly, which is ridiculous. But what it all stems down to is this. On New Year's Eve, these motherfuckers, it wasn't just New Year's Eve, Kaiser and Scarborough teamed up, and they were harassing the living fuck out of me and Tiffany. And they had given out our address and our phone numbers and a bunch of other stuff to, like, they were texting it out to people, and they had a Facebook page made for the Roughnecks to assemble. And in there, where they were assembling, they were passing each other mine and Tiffany's information, to which led to us, and it was being pushed by Kaiser and JJ on their panel. We were being bombarded with harassment. I mean, it was nuts. People calling our phone, making death threats. People putting up pictures of our house saying that they were assembling out front and that they're going to kill us and all this crazy shit. And then my Facebook was just blowing the fuck up. My private Facebook, it didn't have nothing to do with the channel, nothing like that. These motherfuckers were all over my Facebook making these death threats and shit. And so I knew at that point that it was Kaiser's dumbasses, the cult members, the Roughnecks. And so I was just like responding to them the same as we would on YouTube, by making fun of them and saying shit that they knew, and so that they would know that I knew that it was them. Fucking idiots. And they cropped and cherry picked different parts of like 170 some comment thread and collaborated it together to make it look like that I was making threats when I wasn't. So that's what it's all about. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and talk about every detail that I'm going to potentially argue in court. Damn, I'm losing people? I thought you'd enjoy this story. So this court's coming up. Figured I'd have some people interested in listening to this. Oh, and there's a cop behind me. Does that matter? maybe people will come in if they think I'm getting pulled over. Anyway, that's what's going on, and we're going to see if we can get that resolved outside of court, you know, like it should be. It should have never been charged. None of this should have been charged. But they're just attacking me. They've been attacking me for my YouTube channel. That's all they were. That's all they cared about is the YouTube channel. Just get that YouTube channel. Make that YouTube channel stop. Make the person running the YouTube channel shut up. They wanted to stop my First Amendment. And of course we'll be suing on all that. We'll be suing on that for sure. Like that was the original, that was the whole thing. We were going to sue them for everything they did and for excessive force with Ray Whited. But yeah, there's not very many people in this room, so I'm not sure if I want to stay alive or not. I do have a premiere. I'll probably drop it at 6. It's a good video. Hopefully we'll get some watch time on it. I was up late last night because obviously Ruff did exactly what I told him to do. I told him to do a video, responded to me last night. I said, you will do it, boy, because I'm telling you to. Sure enough, he jumped as soon as I pulled the string. So, comical stuff. But, you know, JJ was in there dropping money, dropping that Meade County taxpayer money. Put it on the chat if you know who Kelly Brown is. Y'all know who Kelly Brown is? Kelly Brown. Anybody know? Put them on the chat if you know who Kelly Brown is. Certainly a few of you know. Someone's. All right, let me go ahead and tell y'all who Kelly Brown is. Kelly Brown is JJ's nurse harlot's mother. And I know you've seen her all over YouTube ever since JJ's been on YouTube. JJ brought his little fan club with him to YouTube is what happened. None of these people had any interest in YouTube prior to coming after me and Tiff. They came to YouTube for that purpose. A lot of people are going, why are you YouTube beefing with all these other channels? I'm not. I'm showing you that this government from Meade County, Kentucky has come after me on YouTube. And I guess that's not the worst thing in the world because while pending charges, it's best that people don't go out and collect new content on the street at these agencies because, as you all know, they could easily wrap you up and false charge you anytime you go to any government. It's easy to play. I wanted to say this to you all. I wanted to say this publicly. It's easy to pretend government business with the camera for content. It's easy to do that. They also know that you're just playing, that you're doing business, that it's an act. They know that you're doing it for your YouTube channels, right? The cops do. The government does. So when you show up, when people show up, YouTubers, and they're playing government business, the government that responds to that, most of them know that this is an act for YouTube. And they act in a certain way, which is dumb, like they never really act appropriately. But they act in a certain way, and the response is not true. Does that make sense? It's not real. They're responding knowing that you're putting it on YouTube. So like all these YouTube channels that are getting this content for you, those are real interactions, but they're not real responses as they would do when they're acting normally. When they're acting normally is when they really fuck up. That's when they really hurt people because they don't realize that they're acting on YouTube. Does that make sense? So that, I mean, there's got to be a way to get the truth to the public. There's got to be a way to get the truth to the public. And then another thing that's been disappointing to me.
In 2 miles, take exit 12 for I-65 South toward Kentucky 61, Nashville.
Another thing that's been disappointing to me over the past couple of years of me doing this stuff to try to expose the bad conduct is that I've learned that there's a whole lot more people than I ever would have imagined that are either just fine with it or even support it. And I'm talking about misconduct. I'm talking about corruption. I'm talking about misconduct. I'm talking about government overreach. They don't give a fuck. And until we, the people, can get that issue sorted out, there's no hope. I mean, I'm not going to stop exposing it. I'm not going to stop showing people and trying to collect them one at a time to realize, hey, this problem can affect you too. But I will point this out right now. Society is fucking selfish. The fact that there are people in here shows me that there are some that care. But as a whole, I can assure you, society has gone completely fucking selfish. And by that I mean they think if it didn't happen to them, that it's not a problem. And when they say it's not a problem in their head, and you're trying to tell them it's your problem, like if you show them your problem, they're going to say that's your fault. And they're going to blame you, they're going to accuse you, and that's what they do. So, victims have it bad all the way around. All the way around.
In a quarter mile, take exit 12 for I-65 South toward Kentucky 61, Nashville.
And it don't help. It really don't help that all these auditors are getting wrapped up too, because now they're taking lawyers that people need in their
take exit 12
where they're not auditing. It's just a whole fucking mess, y'all. The whole thing's just a fucking mess. But I'm not going to let it set.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
Let me get back to where I was in the topic. So, the fact that they came to YouTube actually was helpful for me in some ways, because I wanted to continue to update you all on everything that was going on. I wanted you to see for yourselves the retaliation that we were experiencing. I wanted you to see, how difficult it is going through the legal process. I wanted you to see all that.
In a quarter mile, slight right onto the I-65 South ramp to Kentucky 61, Nashville.
And I'm able to do that mostly without ever leaving the house, because they came to YouTube. They made it easier. I didn't have to go there. I didn't have to do much for it to be available. I didn't even have to do records requests mostly. Like, they were just putting it all right there on YouTube for us. So all I had to do was grab it. Basically, they put me in a position where I could
slight right onto the I-65 South ramp.
Sorry about the GPS. Where I could just stay home, stay safe, not put myself in any new
Continue on I-65 South for 5 miles.
and show you. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that, showing you what's going on. Yeah. So we're rebuilding this channel. I'm sorry, I keep saying rebuilding. We're not rebuilding. We're building this channel. And I think I've made it hard to search. So when you share the word that, where I'm at, you need to tell people that they need to use the number 4 instead of the word 4. The number 4, and use my name, Chris Reiter, R-E-I-T-E-R. Because if you search the other way, you're going to get JJ's YouTube channel, which fucking sucks. Like, that channel sucks. I wish they were doing a better job with it, because I am going to get paid out of that. Whatever they make, I'm going to be getting paid, because I'm suing them. But they're doing a really shitty job of that channel. Like, it tanked for a good reason. Chris Ruff running it for JJ. I don't think he's really putting his heart into it. Or, I don't know. I mean, what do you all think? You think it's possible that, do you think it's possible that Chris is like playing this fucking deep game on the government? Like, is he a fucking genius who has figured out this deep game where, like, he's fooling everybody. Oh, one could only think that that could be possible. And definitely not with Chris Ruff. He's just falling apart. But, you know, wouldn't that be nice if there was an auditor out there that actually gave a fuck and it wasn't just about their YouTube channel? Wouldn't that be nice? I'm gonna hop off here, guys. I didn't get very many in here in chat, so I'm gonna focus on driving and getting to this next job site. I got 2 more jobs to do. I'm gonna try to be home by 6 so that I can watch the premiere with you. So after I get off here, I gotta make a gas station stop, a legit, not just to make a thumbnail, but an actual gas station stop. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna preset my premiere for 6. Maybe I'll make it 6:30. Which one do you all want? Maybe I'll make it 6. You want 6 or 6:30? Give me a second to answer. Or 6:30? 6:30 says Wingspan. We got it 6. Can't look at the chat too hard. I can do 6:30. That might be easier on me because I'm still going to be rushing to get these 2 jobs done. I got to take TVs down at a place that's swapping out their monitors, so I got to travel like 30 minutes between each one though. I got 3 stores. I already got one of them done. I got 2 more to do. So I don't know when I'll be getting home, but probably be easier to do 6:30. Let's do 6:30 Eastern Standard Time.
In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 125 for Kentucky 841 East Gene Snyder Freeway.
Before it starts and help it build. But it is a really good video. Stephanie Whippy did not fail to entertain us. That's for damn sure. And it's a collaborative video. So, like, it's not, you've seen some of the scenes, but you've never seen this video because it's completely brand new the way I made it. So I will see you all there, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Love you all. Talk to you then.